What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again, and this morning we're here to do something very exciting. Wonder Festival 2025 just kicked off at InArt Collectibles is there, and they came out swinging. They showed a lot of figures that we wanted to see, that we hoped we would see. Some we've already seen, but a lot of things that we need to discuss and some big implications for 6-scale collecting. Guys, before we get started, make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here so you don't miss any news, reviews, live streams, anything helpful for 1/6 scale and statue collecting. Guys, there are so many things to talk about here, and a lot of it I honestly believe is unexpected. I expected InArt to take some big swings, and these I did not expect so soon. So we're gonna get started with what we saw at Wonderfest, mostly talking about figures. We will talk about statues, but this Terminator, look, clearly what happened was Hot Toys Collectibles got the Terminator 2 license for 1/6 scale, and InArt Collectibles has Terminator 1. I would love to see, honestly, more Terminator 2 than Terminator 1, but Terminator 1 is iconic in its own right, and I do think InArt is gonna do justice to these characters. So what you have here is a battle damage T-800 Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you can see here, this is gonna be incredible. The level of detail that this guy has is remarkable, and I think the hair sculpture is fantastic. Not gonna be rooted hair for this one, or implanted hair for this one. Looks like it's going to be a genuine leather jacket, very weathered pants, which I think look awesome. This is an iconic look for Arnold, and if you have the original Hot Toys version, you probably have a lot of peeling going on with that pleather jacket. This one, not going to be the case. I think the blood effects look awesome. As we zoom in, look at that. It's remarkable. I think the face sculpt is fantastic. I think this is going to be a very popular figure, and I certainly am feeling the temptation to going to be picking this one up. There is a clean version of Arnold from Terminator 1. You can see the genuine leather jacket there as well. Head sculpt looks amazing. Guys, this is awesome. I honestly do wish that InArt got the Terminator 2 license, because while the Hot Toys figures do look pretty good, I do think InArt could have done that extra 10 to 15% better. That would really do justice to one of the greatest films of all time. You can see the sunglasses there on Arnold, and the outfit there looks beautifully tailored. Look at another side profile here. It is awesome. I mean, this, guys, Terminator 1 Arnold, we do not have a set window for pre-order just yet, but I do know it's going to be going up sometime in the near future. I mean, this looks amazing. And for me, we'll get more information from InArt when they come on the show and do a live stream interview with us, which will be happening sometime soon. I've been chatting with them, and I think we're going to finalize the details on that soon. More shots of Arnold, as you can see here. It looks incredible. I think they've really captured his likeness here, and it's just amazing. There's another shot of the battle damage. Damn, the amount of detail that is present in this sculpt is remarkable. And to be honest, you know, this is a well-needed update, because I mean, the Hot Toys one is so old and dated, and this one just looks so good. By the way, excuse my setup, by the way, I'm traveling right now. I'm at the girlfriend's house, so I'm actually not home. So that's why my setup looks a little bit different for these videos. So just bear with me on that one. The battle damage effects, as you can see there, look incredible. Let's keep moving. It looks so good. Michael Jackson, this is the, I think it was the Smooth Criminal version that they just announced recently. It looks awesome. The fact that he can do the tilting forward pose is awesome. The diorama base for this one is also super cool. So if you're a big Michael Jackson fan, I could absolutely see you picking this one up, like our boy Kiko collects, one of my best bros. He's gonna love picking this one up. You can see there is the leaning pose that looks incredible. If you do that, obviously from the side angle, you're getting a little bit of a neck seam visibility there, but nothing too crazy. It looks great. You can see the jukebox, which is now included. The jukebox originally was not included with this figure, but now it is. It's going to be fantastic. Now, this Negan from The Walking Dead. Now, this is season 8 Negan of The Walking Dead, and I already pre-ordered this guy. I pre-ordered the Rick and Negan bundle set that gives you free shipping directly from InArt Collectibles. I have a link in that preview video, but I'll post it in this video as well if you're looking for it. It's remarkable. This head sculpt is fantastic. Look at that. And under this lighting, which convention lighting can be somewhat harsh, honestly, I think this still looks amazing. And I love the genuine leather jacket. Of course, you got the bat there. This is amazing. So I think InArt has really done justice, where I don't feel like 3-0 did a fantastic job on it. You can see the Daryl Dixon here from The Walking Dead. This is one we've been waiting on. What we've heard, the rumors through the grapevine, is that AMC wanted this to be from the Daryl show, and InArt wanted it to be from The Walking Dead primary main series. Well, either way, this looks like a Walking Dead figure to me. And the tailoring looks fantastic. The head sculpt, the hair, all of it looks great. The tattoos on the seamless forearms there, those are fantastic. You can see the knife that is sheathed in this in his sheath there. It's fantastic. The base, very simple. It has that Walking Dead logo and AMC on it, an environmental base, if you will. This looks great. Daryl is going to fit in so well with Rick and Negan, and I'm very happy to see it. So we got Chainsaw Man figures here. Again, I'm not always the most familiar with every anime property. I am a huge Attack on Titan fan, but Chainsaw Man has not been one that I have gone for just yet. So because of that, I can't comment too much on these, but I do think they look pretty good. I don't love the jointed arms, the visibility in the joints. I hate that. I'm not a fan of it, but overall in person, they look like they're pretty solid. Here's Lord of the Rings. They, Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. They have a Thorin from the Hobbit on the right, Legolas, which just recently released in the middle, and then the Nazgul which also just released with the horse that I have coming on the way. Super excited to see those. And this Thorin looks just as good as it did in the prototype photos. The head sculpt, the hair, the tailoring, all of this looks incredible. Thorin, I think, is going to be one of the most eye-catching figures on the shelf, so I'm excited to see that one. We got a Christopher Reeve Superman. We've been waiting for this for a really long time, and of course, this is a Clark Kent version, so there is a Clark Kent version, apparently. That's what they have displayed, and an actual Superman. You can see him ripping open his shirt to get to a Superman suit here. This looks really cool. I think this is a great Christopher Reeve head sculpt. I think the tailoring looks good as well, and I think a lot of people are going to be very happy with this. Hot Toys could very easily make a 2.0 version, but for now, InArt is creating something very special here. Here's our Anne Hathaway Catwoman, our first look. This is clearly an updated head sculpt from what they showed last time, and I do think this one is coming out very strong. I do think this one's probably going to go up on pre-order before the end of the year, which I'm very excited about. For me, I don't know if I'm going to end up getting this one, but I do think it would complete my Dark Knight collection, so I am tempted, let's say that. I do think overall the suit looks fantastic. The head sculpt looks very good. The hair they did a lot better with the second go round. So looks pretty good. You can see Wonder Woman and the Christopher Reeve Superman here that I was referring to. Both of these look fantastic. The Christopher Reeve I think is going to be a huge hit, but I will say the Wonder Woman, I do think this looks a lot better under this convention lighting. I think this is still pretty close. Apparently, InArt has stated that they are going to refine the head sculpt. I cannot confirm that for a fact, but it sounds like that's what people are saying. So we'll be able to ask them when we interview them on the channel, but I do think it needs a little bit of refinement, but I do feel like it's starting to get closer at the same time. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. That's great. You see a closer up of the Wonder Woman head sculpt. Fantastic. I still think it's very good. I do think people have been a little too harsh on it, but it can be updated and improved. Yes, I think overall the seamless body looks great. Shield, sword, all of it looks fantastic. So let's keep moving here. You can see one of the most important things that was teased was a BVS Batman. And that's been something that's been on the horizon for quite a while now. And collectors have been asking about it. And I do think it looks very, very good. With the cowl on, I think it looks even better. The proportions, the suit, everything about it looks a next level up from Hot Toys, to be honest. So I'm not the biggest BVS guy. I've never been the biggest Snyderverse guy. I enjoyed Snyder Cut, but I don't really collect Snyderverse figures all that much or at all, really. So, but this looks great. BVS Batman is a huge character for a lot of people. The head sculpt does, I think, need a little bit of work. It looks a bit soft. I think the likeness looks like it's there, but I do feel like the paint applications could be improved with a little bit more realism. There's the Ben Affleck BVS Batman with the cowl on. I think overall this looks great. And of course you have the BVS Batman with the head sculpt, which again, to me, under this lighting, a little bit harsh, a little bit soft, nothing crazy. It's an early prototype. I think they can fix it. So give them that feedback and let them know you think the head sculpt needs to be a little sharper, which is my take on it. If you agree, then let me know in the comments, and of course let InArt know. We got the Harry Potter figures. You can see Ron, Hermione, and Harry. Got those three. All three have been released. They're out there in the wild right now. They look great. Draco Malfoy, which to me looks like he has been updated a bit. I definitely see an updated head sculpt there. The smirk, I think the likeness, the paint applications look sharper. I think overall you got an updated Draco there for sure. So we'll see how they continue to refine that and what updates and announcements they make. But for me, I think it looks pretty good. Snape. Now, it's funny because convention lighting, like I said, can be somewhat misleading. Some look better, some look worse. Depends upon where they're placed in the case, how close to the light. This certainly looks worse in the prototype. I think this is a matter of convention lighting. I don't think this is going to be accurate to what is going to arrive, but I do think the prototype was perfection, and this one looks not that. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but this doesn't look as good as the prototype images. You can see we have a Dumbledore as well. Fantastic. People have wanted this Dumbledore for a while now for Harry Potter Potter collectors. I don't think it's going to be a super hot ticket, but for people who are collecting the Harry Potter line, you obviously need a Dumbledore. And I think this one is going to get the job done. Looks fantastic. The hair looks amazing. Very akin to Gandalf. And I think the robe and the outfit is really cool. So you can see we have our Dumbledore there, which is great. And this isn't the absolute best footage, but I want to show you guys some of the things that were going on here. InArt Collectibles did a live stream showcasing these figures in person at Wonder Festival, and it was shot vertically. It was shot on a phone, clearly probably an iPhone, and I do think it's important just to show you what I can. There's a look at the Terminator figure. You can see the Terminator 1 Battle Damage Arnold figure, which I believe is going to be separate from the original, clean version. And then, of course, we have the BVS Batman, which I think is pretty cool. Again, the proportions look great. There's the BVS Batman with the head sculpt. And I think overall, InArt had a pretty solid showing here. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get Daenerys and other figures that I wanted to see, like Jon Snow. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's a lot of DC stuff and some cool things that are being shown that are good for other collectors, so I'm still happy about it. I do think InArt has a lot of potential with, different licenses they can pursue moving forward. But seeing Terminator, seeing a Christopher Reeve Superman, seeing Catwoman, I think InArt has definitely pulled out some wonderful things here that I think could be very popular moving forward. Most importantly, I think I've been looking at a couple of things that are non-figure related from InArt, which I think is pretty exciting. You can see the whole booth here. I'm not going to pick these up, but you can see a life-size bust of the T-1000 from their parent company, Queen Studios. And then, of course, you got a Battle Damage T-800, which is also remarkable. I mean, this thing is just insanely detailed. It's crazy. So these busts that Queen are making are pretty cool. You also have a Wukong bust here, a 1-to-1 Wukong bust, which I think is pretty awesome. And you can see they showed a lot of 12 scale stuff as well. That's actually, I believe, a 3rd scale statue of Bajie. And then they showed a 4th sister statue as well, I believe, probably 3rd scale as well in the Wukong line. Wukong 12th scale figures, it looks like to me, that are here battling each other. They recently announced the Great Broken Shell of the Great Sage, which is pretty cool. I think that's essentially looks like a Dark Side Wukong. There is a life-size Catwoman, which is pretty cool. That's going to cost you quite a bit. It's going to cost like maybe $8,000 to $10,000. You got a life-size Superman as well. David Cornsweet looks fantastic, so I'm glad to see it. You got a 1/3 scale Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. They clearly took that head sculpt and repurposed it and made it amazing. On 3rd scale, it looks amazing. There's a 1-to-1 Heath Ledger Joker bust. We are not done with Heath Ledger Joker, nor will we ever be, most likely. And you got a 1-to-1 bust here from InArt from the interrogation scene from the police station. So it's pretty remarkable. There's the Dumbledore as well, as we discussed, and there's closer shots of Wonder Woman and things like that. I don't think there's too much else in here that needs to be seen, but yeah, this is crazy. This is great. So I know InArt went live for a little bit, answered some questions, but like I said, we are going to have them on the show, and we're going to be able to get a little bit more detail here as to what we're seeing with these figures. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Really interested to hear what you think about it. I think a lot of great things, very happy with it, but definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you in the next video. Peace out. See you later. Bye.